Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, and the Fed today in that emergent in the Fed meeting did what the market thought it would do, and the Fed raised interest rates 50 basis points or 0.5%, and they signaled the next two meetings they're going to raise them more than likely 50 basis points. But he said at current time they're not going to do a 75 basis point rate hike, which the market liked, so it had a little pump like we talked about, and it could continue the next couple of days, but I don't think it's going to last and make new highs or get close by any stretch of the imagination. And I do believe the Fed will increase rates by 50 basis points again, and I believe the stock market will continue its way down, right? And same with Bitcoin, but you can see Bitcoin did have that rally off of 37,366 and 69 cents, and we had that upper resistance at 40,000. It's uptrending now, current day at $40,589.77. And then your major upper resistance on any kind of overshoot pump, as high as I think you would get, would be 44,278. I don't think you're getting that high, but I thought you could get up to the 200-day and back test this old support, which is now maybe going to act as new resistance, this orange or the yellow uptrending line, which is our bear flag. And then you got your upper resistance up there where the purple arrow is pointed at, right? So we thought this pump could happen. It did this last time with the Fed, and it lined up with the chart, and it is coming up here. Do I think we're going to have the next leg of this bull run and we're coming all the way up here? I do not think we're coming all the way back up there. Is it possible? Yes. Do I think that's happening? No. I think we're going to start getting topped out somewhere in this area, and then we're going to start to head back down. That is what I'm thinking right now. But I showed you the last few days how we could come up here and have this bounce. We are having this bounce. You would like to see, if you wanted a big bull run to start, like a continued lasting bull run, the volume to come in. But again, on every pump and dump, the volume gets less and less and less and less because the air is being deflated, and the Fed said they're going to start reducing their bond holdings by $60 billion a month in June, and then up to $90 billion a month. And what that means with bonds, if the government's not buying them, the people aren't buying them, the interest rates go up on the bonds, right? The 5-year treasury, the 10-year, and the 30-year, until the government starts buying it again, or the interest rate gets enough to make the average American say, yep, I'll buy a 5-year treasury for 8%, 10% interest, but I'm not going to do it for 2.99%, right? Only the government's been doing that the last few years. So you can see that's where we're at in Bitcoin. Dogecoin is the same thing. This one hasn't really had that much of a pump. It was sold off lower than some of these other coins, but we showed you how you could have that hook-nosed Jew bearish reversal pattern, right? And it's kind of we drew it back a few days ago back here. The price came down more, but now it's kind of coming up into there, and the classic would come up to the 200-day or even the possible upper end potential that we had up here at not way up there, down there at about 14 cents is where in the 3-hour time frame I believe the 200-day is. Yes, pretty close to right there, right? But you're hitting it in the 3-hour time frame beautifully. That, to me, should be major resistance. If you can get above that, you can try to get to the 14 cents. And then your top end potential was 16 cents. But I don't see that happening right now. I think we're more likely coming down to retest the lower part at 10 cents of this falling channel in white before the 16.6699.823 at the upper resistance, right? Ethereum, nobody cares. XRP, you can see we drew this out the other day too, and it came down beautifully, and now it's coming up beautifully, and the classic hook-nosed Jew bearish reversal pattern coming right up to that 200-day moving average in the 3-hour time frame, as we're already sufficiently below the pattern breakdown up there. And if this continues to play out, this pump is going to run into the next few days this 68 cents in the 200-day, and then start to trade back down and then break to the next leg down, which would be 47 cents, unless the markets get ultra bullish. But I don't see that happening. I think this is going according to plan right now. It's just like back here when this dropped out. We showed you how this could come up in another classic hook-nosed Jew bearish reversal. Back test old lower support, breaks down, upper resistance now, confirms the breakdown, and then goes to the next leg down, which was 61 cents, right? So we're going to continue to see if this pattern continues to play out. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll give you more updates early in a few hours tomorrow morning or this morning. Peace and love.